No, that I'm right. Y'all gonna smash that like button. Oh, be forever. You said we be forever. Oh my God. Oh, why the fuck are you doing this? Midnight women holding you tight. Girl, leads up and sigh. I just break down and cry. Pain in my head, I would rather be dead. Been it, better off, been to the road. Although we go to the, we going to the end of the road. Can't let it go. It's unnatural. You belong to me. I belong to you. We are now at the end of the freak off road. And I can't let go. Y'all gotta smash that like button. God damn it. Oh my God. Everybody smash that like button. Forgive you. We forgive you. You. We shouldn't be happy together forever. You and I, Diddy. Don't let, don't let, don't let go. Disunderstand, just don't do the man. Baby, just don't let me down. Ah. Oh my God. They done been fucking with my theme music. Oh my God. Salute to everybody in the goddamn building. That's why I do not like androids during survival. It was fucking up my theme music. Oh, we got to blow out the freak off candles, ladies and gentlemen. We are at the end of the freak off road. Ladies and gentlemen, smash that motherfucking like button. Smash that like button. This is now pure survival. Y'all see this motherfucking shit? Pure survival. And I got my pure survival. This is a new man dying. This is a new man dying. This diamond right here, it has a certain scent during survival. If I ever end up in the freak off dungeon, it's a certain scent when I wear this man dying that goes in the air and it burns the freak off vampires. It burns them in their eyes. They can't come get me when I got this shit on. Pure survival. I protect myself with my man dyings. Oh my God. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say allegedly. All right, news people, if y'all watching, I'm saying allegedly Diddy Glover was rushed to the hospital. Once again, the man was found shirtless during survival. Why was he buck ass naked getting rushed to the hospital? Why didn't he have a shirt on? What was him and his cellmate doing during survival? This is crazy, ladies and gentlemen. Diddy got a brand new motherfucking indictment. It's three new people on this new superseding indictment. Pure survival. So of course he's overwhelmed. Diddy is losing his mind. They say that man, he allegedly weighed like 7 to 8 pounds right now. Pure survival. We don't know what Diddy look like. Let us see a picture of the motherfucker. They said he weighed like 7 pounds. This is crazy. Sean Combs is losing his motherfucking property. The feds is talking about seizing everything. Pure survival. Y'all have to understand, if the feds is going to come seize everything that you owned during survival, yes, of course he's fucking overwhelmed. Diddy can't take it no more. Oh my God. This is crazy, guys. New indictment. Diddy was hit with this motherfucker last night. And this man allegedly passed out, you know what I mean, shirtless, you know what I'm saying, in his jail cell, and they supposed to have rushed him to the hospital. Pure survival. This is wild.
Diddy was just hit with a new indictment. The Southern District of New York just filed a superseding indictment on Diddy that lists two more victims and hanging a woman over a balcony. So we're about to go over the new indictment right now.
This man was hit with two new victims during survival. And I heard that one of the victims is the girl that said that she went to the freak off dungeon. It's two new victims, and one of these victims, Diddy Glover, allegedly held this girl over the balcony like Suge Knight did Vanilla Ice. Pure survival. A whole ice baby situation. Who holds a female over a balcony? Can you imagine being held over a motherfucking balcony, pure survival, and you're dangling, you and your feet is dangling from the freak just because you don't want to freak off? This shit is wild, guys. New indictment. Diddy can't take it no more.
Diddy was just hit with a new indictment. The Southern District of New York just filed a superseding indictment on Diddy that lists two more victims and hanging a woman over a balcony. So we're about to go over the new indictment right now. In Diddy's new superseding indictment, count one is still racketeering conspiracy. Diddy relied on employees, resources, and the influence of a multifaceted business empire that he led and controlled, creating a criminal enterprise
a criminal enterprise. Oh my God, they hit him with a new criminal freak off enterprise. Pure survival. And I told y'all the man only weighs 7 pounds, and 4 of the pounds is all beard during survival. Diddy Glover got a freak off, a gray freak off Santa Claus, motherfucking Tom Hanks castaway beard. You know what I'm saying? And he weighs 7 pounds. You understand when Diddy went to jail, that motherfucker had to detox, pure survival. He had to get off of fucking drugs. So he's going through it. He's being hit with massive motherfucking indictments. This is a brand new indictment, guys. So I can see this man now. He might be trying to end it all during survival. This is wild. Why do he keep going to the hospital?
And associates engaged in and attempted to engage in, among other crimes, trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice.
They charging Diddy with kidnapping, motherfucking arson. I thought that the arson was Kid Cudi's car during survival. Is they talking about Kid Cudi's car? No, they said Diddy was charged with motherfucking arson, a new arson during survival. Salute to Michael Jones. Michael Jones just come through hitting that super chat. Pure survival. Thank you so much, Michael. Michael, you first to hit that super chat. Let's get that super chat up to $100. Pure survival. Thank you so much, Michael. Diddy Glover is allegedly back in the motherfucking hospital. Like I said, I don't know why his shirt was off. Pure survival. I don't know if he was having a love affair. I don't know if he was greasing and oiling his cellmate's butt cheeks. I don't know. But all I know is this indictment ain't looking good at all. Whoever worked for Diddy, they going to jail too. Oh my God, wait till they name the names. They didn't name the people yet. Pure survival. They got a reason for that.
Right now. In Diddy's new superseding indictment, count one is still racketeering conspiracy. Diddy relied on employees, resources, and the influence of a multifaceted business empire that he led and controlled, creating a criminal enterprise whose members and associates engaged in and attempted to engage in, among other crimes, trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. The purpose of Diddy's enterprise included the following: operating a global business in the media, entertainment, and lifestyle industries, including, among other things, record labels, a record studio.
This sounds like a whole freak-off enterprise. Oh my God. This is like the Star Trek. They hit Diddy with a freak-off enterprise. Pure survival. This is why that man is in there telling on everybody. Because the feds is giving everyone who worked for Diddy Glover a deal. Everybody is getting a deal. The motherfucking feds told the people, they said, look, if you work for Diddy Glover, if you ever went and bought some dildos, baby oil, if you did any of this shit, Pure survival, you better start telling right now. If we blame it all on Diddy, it's going to be a one-man indictment, Pure survival. So what y'all think? Everybody is telling on Diddy all by his motherfucking self. This is crazy. He can't take it no more. Ah, my God.
included the following: operating a global business in the media, entertainment, and lifestyle industries, including, among other things, record labels, a record studio, an apparel line, an alcoholic business, a marketing agency, and a television network and media company. They were preserving, protecting, promoting, and enhancing the power of Diddy's enterprise.
How come none of these people is locked up? All of these people that was helping enhancing Diddy Glover's freak off motherfucking enterprise, none of these people are locked up. Do y'all understand that they got everybody telling on motherfucking Diddy Pure Survival? If you was in jail right now, you be passing the fuck out too during survival. If you hear that new indictment, that is a reason to pass the fuck out. He probably took his motherfucking shirt off. He was just dehydrated. They said he can't hydrate. Oh my God, Diddy, they talking about season everything. They taking all his mansions, Pure Survival. They must have got all that shit from Janice. Janice Combs, Diddy's mom. How can they take everything that Diddy Glover owns? Pure Survival. They said everything from 2004 or something like that. They're seizing everything. Diddy cannot take it no more, y'all. I don't know how strong y'all expect this man to be during survival.
Arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. The purpose of Diddy's enterprise included the following: operating a global business in the media, entertainment, and lifestyle industries, including, among other things, record labels, a record studio, an apparel line, an alcoholic business, a marketing agency, and a television network and media company. They were preserving, protecting, promoting, and enhancing the power of Diddy's enterprise, including the power of its leader through violence, the use of firearms, threats of violence, coercion, verbal, emotional, physical, and sexual abuse.
Do y'all hear that? They saying that Diddy was controlling these people with violence, threats, intimidation, freak off intimidation, all kinds of shit that he's being hit with during survival. Everybody kept asking, what is Diddy Glover's charges? They just hit him with a new superseding indictment last night. Oh my God. And Diddy and his lawyers trying to get the goddamn freak off tapes, Pure Survival. The judge just announced that they're not allowing Diddy and his lawyers to get the freak off tapes so they can go and try to edit it and make it look like Cassie was really involved and she was loving, oh, I like that, daddy. Like she was doing all this freaky shit. When the lawyer and when Diddy lawyer said that Cassie was into these freak offs, I thought that they had the motherfucking freak off tapes, Pure Survival. But come to find out, they don't even have the tapes. The state got the fucking tapes. You know what I mean? We haven't even seen the feds tapes. Oh my God. And when people kept saying, oh, what if Diddy get out? If they hit him with this new indictment right here, Pure Survival, it does not seem like the feds is taking their foot off of Diddy's neck. Pure Survival.
Were fulfilling the personal desires of Diddy, particularly those related to Diddy's gratifications, including through the exploitation of women and the use of workers. Enabled Diddy and other members and associates of the Combs enterprise to engage in unlawful acts of violence, including sexual violence, trafficking, forced labor, interstate transportation for the purposes of coercion, the enticement to engage in.
Wow, this is crazy. They hit him. Did y'all hear about this new indictment? That shit hit different. This is wow. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, allegedly Diddy was rushed to the hospital after getting hit with this new indictment. This is crazy. Nobody else's name's on there, but they said anybody that worked with Diddy. To me, they all got to tell. This is why the dude that came out yesterday on the documentary with the green motherfucking eyes, he had to tell on Diddy. Diddy's personal assistant. All these people got to make a deal or they going to jail too. And all of them.
And other members and associates of the Combs enterprise to engage in unlawful acts of violence, including sexual violence, trafficking, forced labor, interstate transportation for the purposes of coercion, the enticement to engage in narcotic distribution, and other crimes.
Do y'all hear all these crimes that they hitting Diddy with? What is forced labor? Put a one in the chat if y'all know what forced labor is. Pure survival. Does that mean that the people was being forced to continue to freak off? You know what I'm saying? During survival, like you gotta keep on sucking until it comes out of the tip of the wiener. Keep on sucking. Is that forced labor? Pure survival. This shit is crazy. Forced labor
is to engage in unlawful acts of violence, including sexual violence, trafficking, forced labor, interstate transportation for the purposes of coercion, the enticement to engage in narcotic distribution, and other crimes. Combs Enterprise and its members and associates, including Diddy, were protected from detection and prosecution by law enforcement authorities through the acts of intimidation, manipulation.
Wow, so they're saying that the people was being protected. They saying that people was being protected from law enforcement. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the people who worked with Diddy Glover and was allowing him and his team to allegedly do all of these acts, they were being protected by the police. Is that what they're saying? Pure Bible? Y'all got to get them likes up. Is they're saying that they put a one in the chat if they're saying that the police was protecting them? What the lounge said, he has a whole empire, a whole freak off empire. But they saying it sounds like they saying the police was protecting them or some shit like that. Pure survival.
Coercion, the enticement to engage in narcotic distribution, and other crimes. Combs Enterprise and its members and associates, including Diddy, were protected from detection and prosecution by law enforcement authorities through the acts of intimidation, manipulation, bribery, the threats of retaliation against individuals who witnessed the crimes committed by the members and associates of the enterprise. They would lure female victims into Diddy's orbit, often under the pretenses of a romantic relationship.
Wow, so they're saying that they were lure the freak off hostages into Diddy Glover's freak off empire by promising them a relationship during survival. So what kind of shit is that? I'm gonna promise you a relationship and I'm gonna lure you into the freak off dungeon? Like, how is that? I thought people wanted to be put in the industry. They wanted to do music. They wanted to do entertainment. They're saying that Diddy and them was promising motherfuckers that a relationship. Like, what kind of relationship is they talking about? Pure survival. What kind of relationship?
Enforcement authorities through the acts of intimidation, manipulation, bribery, the threats of retaliation against individuals who witnessed the crimes committed by the members and associates of the enterprise. They would lure female victims into Diddy's orbit, often under the pretenses of a romantic relationship. Diddy then used force, threats of force, coercion to cause the victims, including but not limited to 3 female victims, victim 1, victim 2, and victim 3.
So it's 3 new victims. Victim 1, victim 2, and victim 3. Pure survival. And I think victim 1 is the girl that said she survived the freak off parties. Her name is Tamaya or something like that. There's 3 brand new victims that we never heard of yet. Oh my God.
They would lure female victims into Diddy's orbit, often under the pretenses of a romantic relationship. Diddy then used force, threats of force, coercion to cause the victims, including but not limited to 3 female victims, victim 1, victim 2, and victim 3, to engage in commercial acts. In connection with these commercial acts, Diddy provided the victims, among other things, monetary payments, career opportunities, payment of rent, and housing expenses.
Wow, so Diddy Glover allegedly was paying these people rents. Like, after, okay, so I'm going to clap your cheeks, but I'm going to make sure I pay your rent during survival. So this is wild, guys. This new indictment is overwhelmed Diddy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling y'all, allegedly the man was rushed to the hospital. Pure survival. So he cannot take it no more. And this right here, this new indictment, Diddy probably thought this whole case was going to be over during survival. You remember how they came out and said, oh, the tapes was consensual and all that type of shit. If those tapes was consensual, why would the feds still be going on with this? Why would the feds still keep going on with this? Pure survival. And then now they saying Diddy was paying these motherfuckers rent, buying them Reeboks, all kinds of shit, taking them to McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? This shit is wild.
Some of these acts involved male commercial workers and were referred to by Diddy as freak-offs. In arranging these freak-offs, Diddy, with the assistance of other members and associates of the Comb enterprise, caused to be transported these commercial workers across state lines and internationally.
Put a one in the chat if y'all think it should be other people that's on this indictment. They're saying that Diddy's workers that helped get the freak off hostages. Pills of Bible. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all think that it should just be Diddy. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think it should be other motherfuckers getting locked up during survival. Tell me that right now, because they're saying that there was people that got the freak off hostages, went and got them flights, flew in the air with these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Took vaginas hostage during survival. You know what I'm saying? So this is wild. So I see why he's overwhelmed. The man can't take it no more.
Male commercial workers and were referred to by Diddy as freak-offs. In arranging these freak-offs, Diddy, with the assistance of other members and associates of the Comb enterprise, caused to be transported these commercial workers across state lines and internationally. These freak-offs occurred regularly and sometimes lasted multiple days and often involved multiple commercial workers. During these freak-offs, Diddy distributed a variety of controlled substances to the victims, in a part to keep the victims obedient and compliant.
Wow, so they saying that in order for Diddy to keep the freak-off slaves obedient, he had to give them drugs and all types of shit. So they were like freak-off zombies. They were like freak-off zombies. You know what I mean? And I told y'all about the freak-off vampires, Pure Survival. And I said that Diddy sleeps upside down, just like this, Pure Survival. He sleep upside down. His mom sleep upside down. All the other freak-off people that work with Diddy, they all sleep upside down. And when they smell new prey, that's when the freak-off vampires come from off the wall, and then that's when they attack. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy, guys.
Across state lines and internationally. These freak-offs occurred regularly and sometimes lasted multiple days and often involved multiple commercial workers. During these freak-offs, Diddy distributed a variety of controlled substances to the victims, in a part to keep the victims obedient and compliant. Sometimes, unbeknown to the victims, Combs kept videos and films of the victims engaging in these acts with these commercial workers.
So I told y'all the freak-off tapes exist. It's not just motherfucking Cassie. Pure Survival. Did y'all see how crazy Justin Bieber was looking recently? Pure Survival. Justin Bieber's walking around with a bald-ass head looking angry as a motherfucker. Pure Survival. Why does Justin Bieber look so fucking angry in his new goddamn pictures? Because he know that these tapes is coming out during survival. And these are the tapes that we didn't see, the tapes that Diddy Glover knows about. Oh my God.
All commercial workers. During these freak-offs, Diddy distributed a variety of controlled substances to the victims, in a part to keep the victims obedient and compliant. Sometimes, unbeknown to the victims, Combs kept videos and films of the victims engaging in these acts with these commercial workers. After these freak-offs, the victims typically received IV fluids to recover from the physical extortion and substance use.
I told y'all about the motherfucking IVs. You had to take a freak-off IV after having sex all day and all night. Pure the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't qualify to be in Diddy Glover's freak-off if you can't do more than 5 minutes. You had to fuck for days, 40 days and 40 freak-off nights. Pure survival. And get needles and shit all in your motherfucker. You had to hydrate. This is what he said that he was doing with his mom. Remember, he said, me and my mom, we got to hydrate. Salute to Jimmy Trice. Jimmy Trice just hit that super chat. We got $15 in the super chat. Pure survival. Thank you so much, Jimmy. Oh, no. Not my stepson. No. This is crazy, guys. Diddy is definitely overwhelmed. The man can't take it no more. This new indictment, these charges, this is serious, guys.
victims obedient and compliant. Sometimes, unbeknown to the victims, Combs kept videos and films of the victims engaging in these acts with these commercial workers. After these freak-offs, the victims typically received IV fluids to recover from the physical extortion and substance use. Members and associates of the Combs enterprise include high-ranking supervisors, security staff, household staff, personal assistants, and other Combs business employees.
Y'all heard that? She said personal assistants. Y'all remember the dude from the documentary that came out and said he was the guy who went and got Diddy's drugs. He was the dude that cleaned up the freak off hotels, all the empty condom wrappers with all the babies still left inside of the condoms. Praise the Bible. These people all was working with Diddy and allegedly doing the same thing Diddy was doing. But why you think they not locked up? Because they all took a motherfucking deal. You know what I'm saying? They all telling on Diddy. Salute to Ivory. Ivory just hit that super chat. We got $20 in the super chat. Shout out to everybody that's been hitting that super chat. Pure Survival. This shit is not looking good, ladies and gentlemen. But it seems as though, oh my God, Michael just hit that super chat once again. Pure Survival. We had $30. Michael, we not playing today. Other people is, I'm telling you, everybody is telling on Diddy. Why do y'all think that he's not fucking, why he keep going in and out of the hospital? The man is going through it. This indictment, this paperwork is horrible. Like, man, oh man, when this shit come out and they'll let them people get a deal first, I think Diddy has to tell on the right people. And on top of that, they talking about they charging him with arson. Are they talking about the LA fires? Spells the Bible. What arson are they talking about? Diddy looks terrible right now.
Confirmed, Sean Diddy Combs was admitted in critical condition. His health is completely weakened. He doesn't eat, doesn't hydrate, and seems to have given up fighting. Now he faces the devastating effects of excessive drug use and overwhelming depression.
And you hear that? He's overwhelmed. The man is depressed. They talking about Diddy is on motherfucking, what do you say, life support? I don't know. This shit is crazy.
The prison infirmary confirmed Sean Diddy Combs was admitted in critical condition. His health is completely weakened. He doesn't eat, doesn't hydrate, and seems to have given up fighting. Now he faces the devastating effects of excessive drug.
Look at his face. You wasn't thinking about that, Diddy, when you was doing all of the horrible things that you allegedly being convicted of. Pure the Bible. I'm not going to feel bad because he's crying his motherfucking eyes out. This is what you should have thought about, Diddy Glover, if you did these goddamn things. This is fucking crazy, my God. And they said that the man can't take it no more. This is from the prison infirmary. You know what I'm saying? When you go from the prison infirmary, then they got to put you, then you got to go to the emergency room, all types of shit. This is
The
wild.
prison infirmary confirmed Sean Diddy Combs was admitted in critical condition. His health is completely weakened. He doesn't eat, doesn't hydrate, and seems to have given up fighting. Now he faces the devastating effects of excessive drug use and overwhelming depression. How did one of music's biggest icons get to this point? What are nurses revealing about your physical and mental state? And what could this mean for his future?
And y'all got to think about it. Y'all got to really think about it.
How did one of music's biggest icons?
He used to be one of the music biggest icons. Look what happened to him. Oh my God. When he was fucking, when he had people making his penis disappear, he didn't look like this. And I'm not gonna lie, I remember back in the day when I was a Diddy Glover fan. I thought I told you that we would stop. I thought I told you that we would stop. The man can't take it anymore, goddammit. You see that he is going through it in this hospital during survival. To get indictment like this, the man don't know what to do. And I feel bad.
Have given up fighting. Now he faces the devastating effects of excessive drug use and overwhelming depression. How did one of music's biggest icons get to this point? What are nurses revealing about your physical and mental state? And what could this mean for his future? Stay until the end to understand.
What does this mean for his future? What does it mean for his future?
Subscribe to the channel for more revelations and impactful stories. The nurse's report begins like this. When we heard that Sean Combs, aka Diddy, was being transferred to our prison, there was an inevitable buzz among us. After all, it's not every day that a global icon arrives here.
And y'all got to understand that it's not every day that a global icon ends up in Diddy Glover's position. It's not every day that we have a global icon like Diddy Glover that ends up in this terrible, horrible situation. Because of the Bible. So I understand his tears and I understand his motherfucking pain. But my thing is, he shouldn't have done the things that he done during survival. You know what I'm saying? But it's mind-blowing to see that this man was all the way at the top of his goddamn game, you know what I mean, pure survival, and then now he ends up in this situation. So it's a crying shame. It's just a crying shame.
But from the first moment, I knew he wasn't well. He walked through the infirmary door with a blank expression, something only those who work in this environment can immediately recognize. He was dealing with more than just the weight of prison. At first, he avoided any kind of interaction. Most inmates go through an adjustment period, but with him, it felt different. He didn't talk much, and when he did, it was almost always in a low, disconnected tone.
See, so when Diddy went to jail, he didn't talk much. And then out of nowhere, Diddy sat there and started having people watch his drawers, watch his boxers, all types of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like these charges is crazy that he looking at. Like this is not going nowhere. As much as people want this shit to go somewhere, you got to understand. The man is overwhelmed. He cannot take it no motherfucking more.
Just hit with a new indictment. The Southern District of New York just filed a superseding indictment on Diddy that lists 2 more victims and hanging a woman over a balcony.
Hanging a woman over a balcony? Hold on, get to the middle, because they about to seize all his property, everything.
Internationally. These freak-offs occurred regularly and sometimes lasted multiple days and often involved multiple commercial workers. During these freak-offs, Diddy distributed a variety of controlled substances to the victims, in a part to keep the victims obedient and compliant, sometimes unbeknown to the victims.
And everybody say, well, why didn't the victims leave? How can the victims leave if Diddy Glover allegedly left these people where they had to comply? You know what I'm saying? He made them turn into freak-off zombies during survival. So even if you tried to motherfucking run, you know what I'm saying? Once you got all that stuff in your system, like you have to, like this man dying. I told y'all, this man dying. If I went to Diddy Glover's freak-off, all I got to do is pull this out. It's a certain smell that goes in the air, and the freak-off vampires couldn't attack me. They weren't protected. They didn't have the motherfucking man dying to be able to protect these freak-off zombies.
Combs kept videos and films of the victims engaging in these acts with these commercial workers. After these freak-offs, the victims typically received IV fluids to recover from the physical extortion and substance use. Members and associates of the Combs enterprise include high-ranking supervisors, security staff, household staff, personal assistants, and other Combs business employees felicitated.
Shout out to Gene Deal. Gene Deal, I don't know if they talking about you. They talking about other workers, Diddy's ex-bodyguard, Gene Deal and Gene Deal's kneecaps. If you helped assist this, then they are coming for you too. You know what I'm saying? This new indictment is crazy. When everybody thought that Diddy was going to get away with this. Do y'all see that the feds is not playing no motherfucking games? And the man is allegedly passing out with no motherfucking shirt on in the motherfucking hospital? Pure survival. Salute to celebrity scandalous. Said the clip-on kneecaps. She knows about Diddy Glover, Gene Deal's kneecaps. They're clip-on. But they will charge them clip-on kneecaps. Pure survival.
The freak-offs by, among other things, booking the hotel rooms for the freak-offs, stocking the hotel rooms in advance with the required freak-off supplies, including controlled substances, baby oil, lubricant, extra linens, lighting, cleaning the hotel rooms after to try to mitigate room damage, arranging for travel for the victims and the workers, and Combs to and from the freak-offs. And I said, I'm pretty sure this is why the Diddy assistant that came forward and did an interview and admitted testifying to the grand jury. Really?
Y'all see that? Then you heard what this girl just said. She said the same thing. Now you remember the lounge. Remember the dude that with the green eyes that said that he was assisting Diddy and going to get the baby oil, cleaning the hotel and all that, pure survival? I guarantee you this girl is about to say that he testified in front of the grand jury. He had to tell on Diddy. Because if he didn't tell on Diddy, his ass, him and that curly hair and them green eyes, he was going to jail too. And he was going to be somebody's boyfriend immediately. You know what I'm saying? This is the dude she talking about.
Extra linens, lighting, cleaning the hotel rooms after to try to mitigate room damage, arranging for travel for the victims and the workers, and comes to and from the freak-offs. And I said, I'm pretty sure this is why the Diddy assistant that came forward and did an interview and admitted testifying to the grand jury really had no choice. He either probably had to give up that information or he was going to be charged right along with Diddy with this.
Did you hear what she just said? If that dude that came out on this new that new series, if he did not testify on Diddy and turn over them tapes with Diddy telling him to go clean the hotel and go get my drugs and all this stuff, he would have went to jail. That's why I said I can't feel bad for him when he said Diddy gave him a condom and forced him to clap some woman's cheeks. Pure Bible. It sound like Diddy clapped his cheeks. Especially when he talking about, oh, it's going to be memories that I'll never forget. Only way you going to never forget if a man ramshacked the motherfucking cheeks. Ain't no way you going to say, oh, I had sex with a woman and I'm never going to forget it. Only way you going to say that is if it was thebomb.com. Pure survival. But he was talking about it like he's so traumatized and torn because he had to sleep with a woman. Pure survival. What the fuck? Come on now. This is a grown man. This is a guy. How is you so traumatized because you had to get some? You know what I'm saying? This shit is crazy. But like she said, he was going to get locked up himself if he didn't tell on Diddy.
Travel for the victims and the workers and comes to and from the freak-offs. And I said, I'm pretty sure this is why the Diddy assistant that came forward and did an interview and admitted testifying to the grand jury really had no choice. He either probably had to give up that information or he was going to be charged right along with Diddy with this racketeering conspiracy. Combs subjected his victims to physical, emotional, and verbal abuse to cause the victims to engage in these freak-offs and other commercial acts.
And the same person, when they said it's 3 new people, I'm hearing that one of the third people that's testifying against Diddy is the girl Tamaya. You remember the girl that says she went to the freak off and she survived the freak off and what happened to her? That's the girl that's testifying out of the 3 new victims. The 3 new victims, because she haven't came out yet far as in the court. But she allegedly went to the grand jury. So she's one of the third victims. This one right here.
When it started coming out, people were like mentioning me like, you were telling the truth about it. And I'm like, duh, I'm not gonna lie about something like that. And
they was talking about her coming out about freak offs and that she wasn't lying. When everybody thought this girl in her wig was lying on Diddy, she was telling the truth, allegedly.
He really was a prince for real. But I wasn't worried about him being a prince. I was worried about who he actually knew. So when he invited me to, he met me, he said, I want to invite you tomorrow to Music Ultra Week, whatever. And it's like an event, Ultra Music Week. It's like an event for like 2 weeks where people party, including P. Diddy. And they party at Club Live. They party at like just in South Beach, Star Island.
This is one of the girls out of the 3 people that they're talking about. The prince, the freak-off prince, took her to Diddy Glover's freak-off dungeon. She's one of the third people.
And it was almost a month. It was basically a month by then. And he was like, no, because I just want you to meet one special person. So he ended up telling me, like, when we went to Club Live, he was like, guess where we're going tonight? I'm like, where? He's like, to P. Diddy's house. I'm like, oh, really? I'm like, that's crazy because I hear a lot about P. Diddy, and I'm like, his house for what? Like, to go sing? He's like, no, he's throwing this wild party, da-da-da. I'm like, oh, okay. So we went from Club Live. It ended at like, the clubs end at like 3 or 4, and not 2, like how out here is. So we waited around the mansion, the Prince's mansion, for about an hour. And then as soon as 6:30 hit, we went. We all got in the car, like a big Uber. And me and all the other girls, Now, mind you, I'm the only black girl. So,
And she was the only black girl that was on her way to the freak off dungeon. She's the only black girl. And she made sure she told in detail what happened to her during survival. So allegedly, I guess she got her cheeks clapped and she allegedly was forced to do this shit. When she was going to Diddy's motherfucking freak off dungeon, she was just trying to get a record deal. She thought she was going to sing for the motherfucking mic, but Diddy Glover wanted her to sing allegedly inside the Wiener karaoke machine. I don't know. This is crazy.
I'm like, oh yeah, you know, I'm about to meet P. Diddy. Oh, you know, like, I'm probably gonna have to sing for him. Da, da, da. And I just tried to like keep my composure. So we get there, and that's when stuff got weird. And that's why they lock up our phones, because they know what we see in there. You know, it's he can get in trouble. Like, right.
You see that? She was the one telling everybody, when you go into Diddy freak off dungeon, you got to lock up your phone. They take your phone. Do you know that she got footage on her way there? She got pictures from being in there. This is one of the girls out of the 3 girls, Pure Survival, that's testifying against Diddy. This is crazy. Y'all got to get them likes up.
I'm probably gonna have to sing for him. Da, da, da. And I just tried to like keep my composure. So we get there, and that's when stuff got weird. And that's why they lock up our phones, because they know what we see in there. You know, it's he can get in trouble, like right now. So basically, we arrived, security guard patted us down. They put our phone in this little bubble case. So the bubble case is closed. They can't get unlocked until we walk out. So as we're in there, the only way of us taking any type of pictures is if we get in the photo booth. He has like a Team Love photo booth or whatever. Take like 4 pictures.
And you see that? They have this documented. The only way that they can take pictures is in the freak off photo booth during survival. And I told y'all, you see, she didn't have no motherfucking garlic. She didn't have the chains to the medallions to protect her. But they got these pictures, and I'm sure she showed these pictures to the grand jury, because Diddy Glover had a freak off picture machine. You can't use your phone, but you got to use the freak off picture machine. Y'all don't think it was? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think he probably had a camera in the freak off picture machine. Pure Survival. Because I think it probably was a camera in there recording them girls in there doing whatever. I'm telling you right now, this girl is already told the grand jury everything. Diddy can't take it no more. Look, everybody put a 1 in the chat. If your life has come crashing down and you was a motherfucking mogul, Pure Survival, and you hear this new indictment, you will pass out buck ass naked shirtless too. And tell them, look, take me to the motherfucking hospital. I can't take it no more. This girl is taking everybody. She's a part of this. This is wild.
So as we're in there, the only way of us taking any type of pictures is if we get in the photo booth. He has like a Team Love photo booth or whatever. Take like 4 pictures. So I, got pictures. I still got everything in my Snap too, like the photos. Everything.
You heard her? She said she still got everything in her Snapchat. So she kept this shit. So Diddy knows this stuff.
Is if we get in the photo booth. He has like a Team Love photo booth or whatever. Take like 4 pictures. So I, got pictures. I still got everything in my Snap too, like the photos, everything. That's all you could get. So I'm walking around or whatever. So one of his sons, I'm not going to say which one, but it was like recruiting like whoever they wanted to go inside the house, because the freak off is inside the house and in the backyard. So yeah.
Y'all see that? And I think Diddy Glover's sons, they're going to lock them little motherfuckers up too. Pure Survival. This is just my opinion. You heard her just say there's a freak off in the backyard while they making hot dogs and hamburgers. Pure Survival. Motherfuckers is fucking while they cooking out on the grill. And then it's a freak off in the house. It's a different levels to the freak offs. And she said his son, one of the sons, she said, I'm not going to say his name, Pure Survival, was recruiting the freak offs. You know what I mean? We're recruiting the freak off hostages. So what makes you think they're not going to lock them up too? You know what I'm saying? It was a whole family of motherfucking affair. They already said that his mother allegedly got locked up. Now the sons was in part of it too. This is crazy.
At the pool, and they're playing loud house music.
Hold on.
Taking any type of pictures is if we get in the photo booth. He has like a Team Love photo booth or whatever. Take like 4 pictures. So I, got pictures. I still got everything in my Snap too, like the photos, everything. That's all you could get. So I'm walking around or whatever. So one of his sons, I'm not going to say which one, but it was like recruiting like whoever they wanted to go inside the house, because the freak off is inside the house and in the backyard. So you have the pool, and they're playing loud house music. Like the house music, it makes you feel kind of woozy, first of all, because it's like a rave or something. Dun, 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 and it's real loud. So you can't really see nothing, but you're seeing everybody like walking around, drunk, hopping around. It's still 7 a.m. So
7 o'clock in the morning. And I told y'all when I heard this girl's story before, Pure the Bible, how did Diddy get the freak off concoction inside of the music? He had freak off juice inside of the music. Pure the Bible. You come in that motherfucker, poof, 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 poof. Start rubbing your own titties. Poof, 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 poof. You start automatically getting horny soon as the music is playing. Pure the Bible. He had drugs inside of the music. Do you understand this? This is very graphic and very traumatizing. Salute to New Eyes. New Eyes just hit that super chat. Thank you so much, New Eyes. Pure survival. She said, Jamil, thank you for this freak off laugh. Thank you for the freak off laugh. We got $40 in the super chat, y'all. This is crazy. So they put the freak off concoction inside of the music. If you get the bob in your head and you get horny out of nowhere, you're being drugged. You're allegedly being drugged if you bob your head and you get horny.
And they're playing loud house music. Like the house music, it makes you feel kind of woozy, first of all, because it's like a rave or something. Dun, 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 and it's real loud. So you can't really see nothing, but you're seeing everybody like walking around, drunk, hopping around. It's still 7 a.m. So the sun is like coming up, and people are walking around naked, period. Let's get into it. They're walking around naked already, and they're in the pool skinny dipping.
7 o'clock in the morning, everybody's buck ass naked. And so you know it stink. It smelled like mother. It smelled like orgasm juice all in the air.
And people are walking around naked, period. Let's get into it. They're walking around naked already, and they're in the pool skinny dipping. And they're drinking mimosas in the pool, but then it's like a waitress walking around giving people drinks, just passing people drinks, and people are just taking them. Me, I don't drink like that, but I'm like an occasional drinker. Like I'll drink if we're partying or whatever, just for that occasion. So, because people are going to keep saying drink, drink, drink. But I didn't take a drink yet.
And I bet you that waitress going to testify on Diddy. Everybody's going to tell on him. You don't think they're going to look for the waitress that was just passing people drinks during survival? You think that waitress didn't know that those drinks was allegedly laced? So the feds is crazy. Like they're vicious with it. They're going to have everybody who played a part all testify against Diddy. Diddy has to testify against some big, big people. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Elizabeth. Elizabeth just hit that super chat, took us over fucking $40. Brother Bible. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. Elizabeth, you making that motherfucker. You made the super chat go up, Elizabeth. But yo, this is wow. Everybody buck ass naked music, 7 in the morning, everybody's nasty. This is crazy, Diddy Glover.
I'll drink it like I'll drink if we're partying or whatever, just for that occasion. So, because people are going to keep saying drink, drink, drink. But I didn't take a drink yet. But I just had it in my hand. So one of the sons seen me walking, mind you, I'm with other girls, but we split up. So I was walking with one girl. She's a Puerto Rican girl. So P. Diddy's son was like, you. And I'm like, me or her? And then he was like, no, you. Come here. So I went to him, and he gave me some shoes. So these shoes was like, there was some terry cloth, like robe shoes, white shoes.
Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that his sons is just as guilty as him. Pure survival. You heard her. She said the son gave her some freak off Cinderella shoes. They put a 1 in the chat. Put a 2 in the chat if you think that means that his son is innocent. She said the son gave her a freak off glass slipper and said, go in there. You graduated. You made it inside of the next round in the levels of the freak off dungeon. Brother Bible. He had his sons working. Look, tell that one right there. Go give her these motherfucking freak off slippers and tell her to come slide her ass in there. It's a whole lot of baby oil on the motherfucking floors. Brother Bible. But come in and just slide your way on in there. Everybody got a 1 in the chat. This is horrible, guys. Let's get them likes up to 300.
I was like, no, you. come here. So
look, he said, you, come here.
But I didn't take a drink yet. But I just had it in my hand. So one of the sons seen me walking, mind you, I'm with other girls, but we split up. So I was walking with one girl. She's a Puerto Rican girl. So P. Diddy's son was like, you. And I'm like, me or her? And then he was like, no, you. Come here. So I went to him and he gave me some shoes. So these shoes was like some terry cloth, like robe shoes, white shoes. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do with these? He was like, go in the house with these. He was like, everybody who gets these shoes, you get to go in the house. But I'm thinking you could just go in the house if you want to, but everybody can't go in the house. They're literally selectively picking who they want. So
y'all see that? They're literally selecting who cheeks that they want to clap during survival. You know what I mean? Salute to Jeannie Wright. Just hit that. No, Jeannie Wright is one of my members. Shout out to all my members. If you want to become a member and you want to pop in like Jeannie Wright, Pure the Bible, with that blue motherfucking star, hit the members thing. Shout out to Jeannie. You know what I'm saying? Now you see, they picked who qualify, who cheeks that you get, everybody can't get their cheeks clapped going to Diddy Glover's Freak Off Dungeon. Everybody don't qualify to get their cheeks clapped, but they wanted her during survival.
House with these. He was like, everybody who gets these shoes, you get to go in the house. But I'm thinking you could just go in the house if you want to, but everybody can't go in the house. They're literally selectively picking who they want. So I'm like, well, what about my friend? He was like, no, only you. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm holding the shoes. I'm walking around. You know, I'm a good loyal friend. I'm not going to go inside a house where they say my friend can't go. So we just walking around mingling. But we tripping out, looking at everybody like they off, everything smoking and jumping around like hooligans. And so I seen P. Diddy or whatever, and I seen him with the Prince. I'm not going to say what he was doing, but something really, I get real nervous. Something real crazy, because I don't like to really expose people. I could talk about me, but when it's about like me.
So whatever Diddy Glover and the Freak Off Prince of whatever country, whatever they were doing, whatever disgusting shit they were doing, Pure the Bible, she said she didn't want to say right here. But I bet you she said what the hell Diddy was doing with that Prince, you know what I'm saying, in front of the grand jury. I guarantee you, during survival, this is just wild. Like I said, Diddy can't take it no more. Salute to Chris Diamonds. Chris Diamonds, you just got us to $50, bro. Salute to Chris Diamonds. We got $50 damn near in the super chat. Pull it up. One more selection. My family going out now. Laugh out loud. My family's going out now. This is crazy, guys. Like, this is wild.
Say what he was doing, but something really, I get real nervous. Something real crazy, because I don't like to really expose people. I could talk about me, but when it's about like me, my family, because it's us. But when it's other people, bro, doing something real sexual, that's all I'm going to say. So that we can see and so that we can get turned on, okay? So he's doing something with himself. And I'm like, girl, do you see him? She's like, yes. But mind you, we're screaming like, girl, do you see him? Oh my God. Because of the music. And I'm just like.
And he's sitting there choking his motherfucking chicken. Pure survival. The Prince is probably choking it for him. And then they sitting there screaming. And this is probably why it almost happened to you. You know what I mean? I'm glad that you're a survivor. You and your wig made it out of the freak off dungeon, Pure survival. But when y'all start screaming, girl, do you see him? You see P. Diddy? Do you see Diddy Glover choking his motherfucking chicken? He probably thought that y'all wanted to come over and make it disappear during survival. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm talking about make it disappear. The whole remote control. Back of your motherfucking neck. You know what I'm saying? This is wow. But this is how you make Diddy Glover think that you're into it. You heard her say, look, you see P. Diddy? That made him get excited. This is wild. This is wild.
That's all I'm going to say. So that we can see and so that we can get turned on, okay? So he's doing something with himself. And I'm like, girl, do you see him? She's like, yes. But mind you, we're screaming like, girl, do you see him? Oh my God. Because of the music. And I'm just like, whatever. Then he starts to act like really obnoxious. Like, I'm the king of the world. Jumping around, doing all this stuff. So I'm like, okay, that's regular P. Diddy shit. But what got me?
If you go to somebody's house and the motherfucker up in the air screaming and hollering, standing on shit, he's 600 and some years old. He's standing up on shit, talking about, I'm the freak off king of the world. The girl, you should have ran right there. If you go to a man's house and the music got you horny as a motherfucker, pure survival, you see everybody buck ass naked, Diddy running around talking about, I'm the freak off king of the world. That would have been scary enough. Put a one in the chat if y'all think that she participated. Pure survival. I'm not saying that she got her cheeks clapped or she wanted to get her cheeks clapped, but I'm not gonna let y'all say that she looked like a sex worker. I'm not gonna let y'all say that. Even though she does look like a sex worker, I'm not gonna let y'all say that. But there's a lot of people saying they think that you got your cheeks clapped, pure survival. And now you just trying to tell on this motherfucker so you can get out of something or you can get some money so you can get you a new wig. This is crazy, guys. We don't know who's a survivor or a real victim, but shout out to the real victims. You know what I'm saying? But this woman, she made it out the freak off dungeon.
Himself. And I'm like, girl, do you see him? She's like, yes. But mind you, we're screaming like, girl, do you see him? Oh my God. Because of the music. And I'm just like, whatever. Then he starts to act like really obnoxious. Like, I'm the king of the world. Jumping around, doing all this stuff. So I'm like, okay, that's regular P. Diddy shit. But what got me was how he walked up to me and was like, why are you not in the house? And I'm like, what do you mean? He like, how are you enjoying my house? So we had a little talk or whatever. He started.
And that's why the feds is saying that Diddy was controlling these people. Because Diddy walk up to that girl, buck ass naked, after screaming and hollering, talking about I'm the freak off king of the world. He goes up to her and said, why aren't you in the house? Why aren't you in the motherfucking house? Look, I'm right here, goddammit. I'm horny, the music playing. How far in this freak off dungeon, in these alleged freak off tunnels, do you want me to go during survival? Salute to Michael Jones. We almost got $100 in the super chat. Thank you so much, Michael. We got $60 in the super chat, y'all. How far did Diddy want this girl to go into the freak off dungeon? You said that they fucking in the parking lot. You said that they over there having sex inside of the y'all know the stalls, the stools when you go to a park, pure survival, and you gotta piss. And a lot of y'all people don't like to piss in them because they stink like a motherfucker. But they fucking in everything, and cars, on top of cars, in the parking lot, on the sidewalk. And you want me to keep going deep and deep down inside of the freak off dungeon? This is wild.
Whatever. Then he starts to act like really obnoxious, like, I'm the king of the world, jumping around, doing all this stuff. So I'm like, okay, that's regular P. Diddy shit. But what got me was how he walked up to me and was like, why are you not in the house? And I'm like, what do you mean? He like, how are you enjoying my house? So we had a little talk or whatever. He started talking about all these things. Oh, yeah, you're the one that, I seen was telling me about the prince. He's like, oh, yeah, it's very nice to meet you. Like, your life is not going to be the same. We started talking about going to Cuba. Are you going to Cuba with us? I'm like, what? And that's the thing. I didn't really know about this. So this is when I start asking around or whatever. I said that in the last interview. But to get to the point, I ended up going in the house because he was on me, like, go in that house. I'm like, okay.
And if y'all just notice how the girl said that she had to, Diddy asked her, are you going to Cuba? Because Diddy didn't ask her, do you want to go to KFC? Do you want to go to Long John Silver? Do you want to go to motherfucking, do you want to go to Walmart? No, he said to this girl, do you want to go to Cuba after I just met him? 5 minutes. Pure survival. That's why they talking about sex trafficking. You know what I'm saying? He just met this girl and just met this girl's weave and offered to take her to motherfucking Cuba. Pure survival. This ain't looking good, Diddy Glover. I see why you passing out buck ass naked.
Or whatever. He started talking about all these things. Oh, yeah, you're the one that, I seen was telling me about the prince. He's like, oh, yeah, it's very nice to meet you. Like, your life is not going to be the same. We started talking about going to Cuba. Are you going to Cuba with us? I'm like, what? And that's the thing. I didn't really know about this. So this is when I start asking around or whatever. I said that in the last interview. But to get to the point, I ended up going in the house because he was on me, like, go in that house. I'm like, okay.
Now, does that sound like she was being forced? Put a 1 in the chat if that sound like she was being forced. Put a 2 in the chat if it sound like she wanted to go. Because she kept saying that Diddy said, go in the house. Like your life is not going to be the same. Mentioning Cuba. And then he kind of aggressively said, kind of like go in the motherfucking house. First survival. I'm going to go with the 2 and the 1. Like she might have wanted to be there, but I'm leaning more towards the 2, the way she said it. Because she's like, go in the house. Why is this motherfucker man trying to tell me to go in his house? Pure survival. What, am I going to be trapped inside of the closet? This is crazy.
Know about this. So this is when I start asking around or whatever. And I said that in the last interview. But to get to the point, I ended up going in the house because he was on me, like, go in that house. I'm like, okay. And then the person that he was dating at that time, we're not going to say her name, but we all know, she came and was like looking at him like, what are you doing? Because he was talking to me for too long. So she came to like rub on his shoulders or whatever, and he just pushed her. And I'm looking like real uncomfortable, like,
I'm going to let everybody say who they think that is. Who do y'all think that is? She said the girl that Diddy was with at the time, Pierce her Bible, was kind to get a little jealous because Diddy Glover was talking to her too long. And she said Diddy pushed her soon as she came up. Pierce her Bible. I kind of think Cassie too. Celebrity Scandalous, she said, OMG, he pushed Cassie. Shout out to Celebrity Scandalous, guys. Make sure y'all go over there and subscribe to her channel. Pierce her Bible. Got great motherfucking content. And subscribe to the lounge, my baby the lounge. Go subscribe to her channel as well. Them two just did a goddamn 2 reactions to Diddy's new stuff. You know what I'm saying? And the shows was great, and they're giving you a lot of great tea during survival. But this definitely seems as though that this is motherfucking Cassie. You know what I'm saying? Who else did Diddy Glover abuse like that? I can't say J-Lo. You know what I mean? I don't know, but J-Lo's a good one. But the way he just pushed her real fast, Young Miami, that's a good one. Pure Survival. Salt, peppers here, and we're in the fact want you to push it good. Yes, he pushed the shit out of her. I'm thinking Cassie. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about Young Miami. Young Miami probably got Diddy smoke, but it might have been Cassie.
At the point, I ended up going in the house because he was on me, like, go in that house. I'm like, okay. And then the person that he was dating at that time, we're not going to say her name, but we all know, she came and was like looking at him like, what are you doing? Because he was talking to me for too long. So she came to like rub on his shoulders or whatever, and he just pushed her. And I'm looking like real uncomfortable, like, oh, I know what this is about. I don't want to be in the middle of there, whatever. So that's what made me go into the house, because I'm like, okay, let me just go in the house. So I told my friend, like, wait right here, girl, let me just put on these shoes, see what this house is about.
Wow, and that does seem scary. You really got to think about it. The way Diddy came up and pushed whoever that was, which I'm thinking is Cassie, when he kept telling this girl, go in the house, and then he pushed Cassie, I'm not going to front. That probably made her get scared. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that probably scared her into going in the house. Because if I see that you just pushed this girl and she fall on the ground, Pierce the Bible, then you probably was going to beat me up too. So I think that did scare that girl. You just saw Diddy allegedly physically put his hands on somebody. That's probably why she went in the house. Pierce the Bible.
So she came to like rub on his shoulders or whatever, and he just pushed her. And I'm looking like real uncomfortable, like, oh, I know what this is about. I don't want to be in the middle of there, whatever. So that's what made me go into the house, because I'm like, okay, let me just go in the house. So I told my friend, like, wait right here, girl, let me just put on these shoes, see what this house is about. Walk up in there. I don't judge people, because at the time I was just smoking weed. But you know when people are out of their mind, and you know when people, you know what you don't want to be a part of. And it's just like, I'm seeing stuff that you see on the movies. This corner, this got going on. This corner, they over here doing this. This corner, they over there having sex. This corner, I'm just going to say, because I don't know what I can say, because I'm not trying to be.
Can y'all imagine her saying this to a grand jury, Pure Survival? In this corner is some freaky shit going on over that corner. That corner, Lil Nas X and motherfucking Caitlyn Jenner over there clapping cheeks. And that corner right there, Will Smith and Jada Pinkett, Jada's dildo and Will down. I'm just saying, allegedly, like, imagine if she go to court. Because this is, like I said, it's 3 new victims. And to me, allegedly, from what I heard on Instagram, she's one of the 3rd people. If she tells the story. And she said that it was little people at Diddy Glover's freak-off dungeon when she went. And she said they were minors. Pure Survival. Listen to her say these minors. That's why they're going to use her in court. Y'all got to get them likes up to 500. Pure Survival.
On people, you know what you don't want to be a part of. And it's just like, I'm seeing stuff that you see on the movies. This corner, this got going on. This corner, they over here doing this. This corner, they over there having sex. This corner, I'm just going to say, because I don't know what I can say, because I'm not trying to be incriminating myself, but they were dressed up like little Harajuku Barbies.
Like what?
Little people, okay? We're not going to say what type of little people, but like a fetish. And I'm looking like, what are they doing here? Like dressed up, little red lipstick, like they weren't supposed to be there.
Wow. She said that they were dressed up with red lipstick. Hell go Juka Barbie or whatever that shit is. Pills of Bible. Little people. Like dressed up like little motherfucking leprechauns. Pills of Bible. You know what I'm saying? But with lipstick on. And this is, remember she said it's 7 o'clock in the morning. Pills of Bible. Yes, let's pray for the children. Pray, smash that like button for the children that made it out of this freak off dungeon. If this is true. Because she said little people. These are minors. What were they doing at 7 in the morning? Everybody drunk, high as a motherfucker, pills of Bible, horny as hell, you know, buck ass naked. This is sad. This is sad.
I be incriminating myself, but they were dressed up like little Harajuku Barbies.
Like what?
Little people, okay? We're not gonna say what type of little people, but like a fetish. And I'm looking like, what are they doing here? Like dressed up, little red lipstick, like they weren't supposed to be there. But I'm just looking like maybe it's some type of production going on. But why would they be at this party at 7 o'clock in the morning with grown people? Like why would they be here? So I was just like, okay, whatever. Like, but then when I'm looking in this corner, this person laid out, and I'm looking like, what's going on? Then I'm seeing like Instagram models or whatever. I'm like, oh hey, so
wow, and she's seeing Instagram models, motherfuckers laid out after fucking all night long. Pure survival. And make sure y'all go to www.puresurvivalmerch.com. This is one of my Pure Survival shirts. As you see, I got the Pure Survival shirt on right now with the man dying to protect me from the freak off motherfucking vampires. So they don't pull me up in the motherfucking air, because I told y'all, the motherfuckers sleep upside down in this freak off dungeon. If she tells the grand jury that they sleep upside down, buck ass naked, pure survival, and they catch you coming in the freak off dungeon, they wake up and start sucking on your motherfucking black, or sucking on your neck, pure survival, while the freak off music playing. So you horny and you just fall in Diddy's arms, pure survival. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is fucking wild, guys. This is wild.
so I was just like, okay, whatever. Like, but then when I'm looking in this corner, this person laid out, and I'm looking like, what's going on? Then I'm seeing like Instagram models or whatever. I'm like, oh hey, so I'm kind of getting distracted, feeling like kind of comfortable. Like she's here. Oh my gosh, she's here. And then I see P Diddy, you know, walking through the house like with his eyes on me, like, you know, like, is this, you know, you see, like, are you agreeing with this? This is, and I don't. Now mind you, I still got my friend out there, so. I walked out of the house and I'm telling her, like, oh my God, bitch, like, this is, oh my God, you should, she like, for real? But I'm just like, I'm not even tripping, like, oh, well, like, this nigga's weird, like, you know? So I'm really looking at the situation like, I don't even want to be involved in this type of stuff, because once I see something, I can't get it out of my mind. And I'm like a hypochondriac, like I keep on having flashbacks about it. So, whatever. So, of course, I come out. And then here he goes again. And another rapper, well-known rapper.
Wow. And she said another rapper, a known rapper. Y'all can tell me who y'all think that known rapper is. Put in the chat. She said a known rapper walk up to her and grab her and said he wants some of that motherfucking kitty cat too. Real pure survival. He wants some of that kitty cat too. Real. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Reborn. Reborn Creation just hit that super chat, got us at $65. Pairs of Bible. Shout out to Reborn. Reborn said, Jamil, thank you so much. You are a blessing. Thank you for giving me a great day every time I hear you. Oh my God. Oh, you are so welcome, Reborn. We are born again, Reborn. We are born again during survival. But who do y'all? Yup. I'm sorry, Jay-Z. I'm sorry, dude. It's kind of looking like, you know, when this girl said somebody came up to him, you and Diddy stayed together, and you try to act like you and Diddy wasn't even your friend no more. Appeals of Bible. Let's get them likes up to 400, y'all. This is crazy. And y'all know she said Diddy wanted her. And you remember what Diddy said? Whatever I want, I have to get. Whatever I want, I have to get. And you got to tell him no. But I don't know what you got to tell the rapper. She said the rapper came up to her.
Like I keep on having flashbacks about it. So, whatever. So, of course, I come out. And then here he goes again. And another rapper, well-known rapper, comes and starts feeling on me like, hey, you. So now it just seems like everybody is faded at this point. They're either drunk or on all the drugs, obviously, with this house music. So now I just feel like trapped in. Like, I don't like it. And I know the devil when I see it. because by me being so spiritual and tapped in, I know when something.
Wow, see, we judged her. We judged her wrong. Just because she has the tattoo and the freak off weave, pure survival, and it looks like she's oiled the fuck up, like she got a lot of baby oil on. We cannot judge her. She is a woman of God. Did you hear her? She's very spiritual. So she didn't want that during survival. You know what I'm saying? And she says she knows the devil when she sees the devil. And if this was French Montana coming up to her, allegedly rubbing on her, talking about, I ain't worried about nothing. Bitch, I ain't worried about nothing. Bitch, I ain't worried about nothing. Bitch, I ain't worried about nothing. You better not have been that. You know what I'm saying? Because this is crazy. She says she knows the devil when she sees the devil.
Drugs, obviously, with this house music. So now I just feel like trapped in. Like, I don't like it. And I know the devil when I see it. Because by me being so spiritual and tapped in, I know when something is not right. I'm not judging, but I just don't want to be a part of it, because how am I going to get out of this shit? Like, I'm already here. And then I heard conversations or whatever. And then P. Diddy was like, that's the one that I want. I want her. So now I feel like, they plotting on me. Like, did you bring me here on purpose? Like, is this the, producer you was talking about?
Wow. And that sound like the allegations that's in the new fucking indictment. Didn't it sound, the girl is pretty much saying like she was set up to come there. Diddy is, well, she said allegedly was talking about taking her to Cuba, pure survival. You know what I'm saying? He's saying, I want you, get in the house. This sounds very, very forceful, guys. Pure survival. She knows the devil. Celebrity scandalous? Yes, you are right. She knows the devil. And I'm telling you, she sounds just like everything that's in the indictment that they're talking about in this new superseding indictment. This is crazy.
I just don't want to be a part of it, because how am I going to get out of this shit? Like, I'm already here. And then I heard conversations or whatever. And then P. Diddy was like, that's the one that I want. I want her. So now I feel like, they plotting on me. Like, did you bring me here on purpose? Like, is this the, producer you was talking about? And I came here specifically with the Prince to rub elbows with people, to network for the music week. But then I put something together like, the Prince have been saying your life is never going to be the same. You're going to be happy. Somebody's expecting you. And I just feel like that was the time that I was going to get sex trafficked or, drugged or something like that.
Wow. So she's admitting that she feels that this was the time that she was going to get trafficked during survival. If she went and said this in a court of law, that secret superseding indictment, and as y'all hear it, all the people who work for Diddy, who supplied the baby oil, who went to the store to pick up the S toys and the dildos and all these things, they're all getting a pass during survival. They're all getting a pass. Like, look at this dude right here that said he went and did all this for Diddy. He's getting a pass. His assistant. All they got to do is tell. So Diddy is overwhelmed. He's very overwhelmed. So if he allegedly passed out again and was rushed to the hospital, I'm not surprised when you have this much pressure. They're talking about the feds is talking about seizing all of his property. Talking about seizing all his property. This dude right here did just as much as Diddy did, but he's playing the victim during survival.
Former assistant to Sean Diddy Combs speaking out in the new interview with new allegations about wild parties and drug use. Eva Pilgrim is here with the story. Good morning, Eva.
Good morning, Michael. At this point, we've all probably heard about these infamous parties. Diddy's assistant now giving us details about what he says were called Wild King Nights.
And it was called the Wild King Night. You know how Cassie said the freak offs? This dude said it was called the Wild King motherfucking night. Pure survival. So he was like the freak off Lion King. Diddy Glover was the freak off Lion King. Oh my God. And it was a freak off King night. Salute to A Guy. A Guy just hit that super chat. Pure survival. Salute to Celebrity Scandalous. Just hit that super chat. Pure survival. What she say? Rub eyebrows on the couch. Motherfuckers rubbing eyebrows. Yes. This shit is crazy, guys. This is crazy.
This morning, new details allegedly inside Diddy's world before his shocking arrest. The entertainment mogul now behind bars for federal sex trafficking and racketeering charges.
It was a circus. He did whatever he wanted, and we were just at his disposal.
Phil Pines was Diddy's senior executive assistant from 2019 to 2021. He says his then boss asked him to purchase supplies for parties dubbed Wild King Nights.
See, he had to purchase all of the freak off shit for the Wild Lion King Mufasa freak off night. You know what I'm saying? A guy just hit that super chat again. We got $70 in the super chat, y'all. Here's the Bible. Y'all was rocking and rolling. Let's get that motherfucker to 100. But this dude right here, all he had to do, why y'all think he said when Diddy gave him a condom, right? Remember he said that Diddy gave him a condom and forced him to have intercourse with one of the freak off mermaids. Here's the Bible. And he said he looked at the freak off mermaid and she said, go ahead, get some. Go ahead. Real? You hear the cat? Real? Go ahead and get you some. You know what I'm saying? And he said it was so awful and traumatizing that he's never going to forget it for the rest of his motherfucking life. Here's the Bible. Like I said, only time a man would say something like that, unless you got the snappy nappy dugout. The snappy nappy dugout? Yes, the snappy nappy motherfucking dugout. That's when a man would be like, oh my God, that cat was real all night motherfucking long. You know what I'm saying? I'm never going to forget it. It was so wonderful. But he's making it like it was so traumatizing, pure survival, because he knew that he was going to go to jail if he didn't tell on motherfucking Diddy and turn over the shit that he had during survival. So he's not no victim. I think him and Diddy Glover had their own secret gay love affair. I think him and Diddy used to go together. And he said, fuck it, I'm going to throw Diddy under the bus. Pure survival. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to make it like it felt so awful for me to stick my motherfucking egg roll inside of a woman. Come on, man. This is obvious.
Was Diddy's senior executive assistant from 2019 to 2021. He says his then boss asked him to purchase supplies for parties dubbed Wild King Nights.
We usually had a laundry list of items that included lights, alcohol, marijuana, ketamine, Molly.
He was allowed to get drugs. Do you hear this? Molly. Motherfucking Future. He was the one that went and got the Molly Percocet. You gotta represent. Percocet. You gotta Molly Percocet. Represent. You gotta represent. So he was allowed to go get drugs and go get the freak off lights for the Lion King freak off night. He was a drug dealer. Look, somebody said that. Why is he smiling? Brother Bible. He's smiling because he made a deal. He said, fuck that. I'm going to say, because he's pretending as Diddy forced him to go do these things, that these was his job duties. Brother Bible. You know what I'm saying? But everybody, we all know this right now. If somebody you know told you right now, here, take this gun and go up the street and then, you know what I mean, take this gun to this house. If you get pulled over with a gun in your car and you don't have no license or registration, you ain't gonna be able to tell the cops, look, my boss from my job told me to take this gun up the street, pure the Bible. This was part of my job duty. No, your ass is going to jail. Or they're gonna say, look, all right, well, we're gonna need you to snitch on your boss. That's how it works. You can't just do a crime for your boss and say, hey, my boss told me to do it. It was a part of my work assignment. No, this motherfucker, they all telling on Diddy, so Diddy got to tell on everybody else. This is crazy.
We usually had a laundry list of items that included lights, alcohol, marijuana, ketamine, Molly. Those requests started to become more frequent.
Pines claims many of these parties involved younger women.
A lot of times you have him with a younger female, and there's a power dynamic there. A more impressionable girl is easier to reel in. Consent is between the people that are engaging in.
And listen, I gave this dude the benefit of the doubt to say, right, when he said that Diddy allegedly forced him to clap one of the freak off mermaids' cheeks, right? He's married. He said he has a wife. Diddy wouldn't have harmed him, in my opinion, if he said, hey, look, I don't want to sleep with that woman. I get plenty of motherfucking vagina at home. Pure the Bible. I love my motherfucking wife. Matter of fact, me and my wife supposed to do it tonight. You know what I mean? And once I come one time, I can't come again. My wife gonna know I was cheating. Pure the Bible. Like, he could have just told Diddy he didn't want to do it. You know what I mean? Salute the celebrity scandalous. Just hit that super chat again. Pure the Bible. She said, wait, I thought that was E.D. Burgess. You know what I'm saying? Who is E.L. Burgess? Pure Survival. You know what I'm saying? Not E.L. Burgess. You know, do y'all see what I'm saying? Do y'all think that he could have just told Diddy, look, I'm happily married? Like, I don't want to sleep with nobody. Like, my wife busted wide open. You know what I mean? There's no motherfucking kitty cat real like my wife kitty cat. Thank you so much for trying to give me some, but I'm cool. Look, see, well, Carissa said exactly. And Diddy wouldn't have did nothing to him. You know what I mean? You know how many men that gotta tell their friends, their homies, that they don't want to do nothing with them? You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna make your friend do it to no woman if he don't want to. You know what I'm saying? I get enough kitty cat at home. Pure Love Bible. My wife is home and she got lingerie on. She can't wait for me to get there to butter her biscuit. You can take this condom back, Diddy. I don't want none. I get plenty at home. And he would have been like, that's cool, daddy. That's cool, daddy. But no, what happened was, in my opinion, pure survival, Diddy started running his fingers through this man's hair, pure survival, and he looked in his green eyes and said, ooh, I like that, daddy. Yeah, I like that, daddy. I want to have you scrambling and scraping for shit. And now that's all he got to do is tell the truth. Diddy had you scrambling and scraping for shit, and he got you in a whole bunch of trouble, pure survival, and you had to tell on him. That sounds more believable, pure survival. You know what I'm saying? Because you really don't have to sleep with a woman if you don't. You can go to the club and a bunch of females trying to throw that motherfucking, that toxic kitty cat real. That shit don't even sound, it's just meow, meow. That shit is purring because that motherfucker is having a herpes outbreak and you real and you trying to give me that kitty cat. No, I got some clean vagina at home. I'm cool. You can turn them, you know, and they'll put that cat on somebody motherfucker else. You know what I'm saying?
There's a power dynamic there. A more impressionable girl is easier to reel in. Consent is between the people that are engaging, and I wasn't there in these situations to understand the consent.
The new interview, part of Investigation Discovery's docuseries, The Fall of Diddy.
My job is to shield his private life from the public.
Pines even sharing audio he says is of Diddy telling Pines to bring him various substances during those Wild King nights.
Phil, I need some Cialis. Can you give me 20 Xanax, please? Hey, Phil, I need a plan B.
I remember hearing the word
20 Xanax. Fucking Diddy was drugged the fuck out of his mind. So I know going to jail, he had to detox. He probably was in his cell, itching and scratching. That motherfucking D-boy, that motherfucking dope, tearing him up. He's scratching and scratching. Oh my God. Let me out. This is crazy. And he supplied all of this. And all he had to do was just say Diddy made him do it. Do y'all realize that? This is why he's the only one that we hear. Now, you know the lady, the white lady that was the one that was above him. There was a head lady that was above him. The white lady that Diddy was real close with, pure the Bible. And you see how y'all haven't heard from her? You want to know why? Because she's going to be one of the names that they name in this indictment. They just didn't give us the names yet. Pure the Bible. They know YouTube going to go crazy. They know we're going to go crazy as soon as we hear the name. I'll do it. Justin Bieber. Like, they know we're going to go crazy as soon as they let them names out. Pure the Bible. So that's why they're going to give us that shit last. But I'm letting y'all know right now, they're about to say the names. And I bet you that lady is going to be one of the top names in there. You know what I'm saying? And only way her name ain't gonna be in there is if she rolled over already. You know what I'm saying? That's all it's about. Who's gonna roll over? Who's gonna say that Diddy made me do it? Every last person. That's all they're gonna say. Look, Diddy made me do it. I ain't want to do it. He made me want to fuck and everything. He tried to have me cheating on my wife. You know what I'm saying? He did all types of shit. He tried to make me wrestle with Usher. He threw a box of cereal on the bed and said, "You and Usher better wrestle right now. You and Usher better wrestle over this cereal." You know what I'm saying? All I gotta do is say Diddy made me do it. And that's what everybody's doing that played a part with Diddy is blaming it all on him. So I don't blame Diddy if he's crashing out. If the man is allegedly in the hospital right now, this is a good reason to take your motherfucking ass to the hospital. Pure the Bible. After I heard about that indictment, I said, oh my God, they trying to put Diddy Glover under the freak off jail. Pure the Bible.
To bring him various substances during those Wild King nights.
Phil, I need some Cialis. Can you give me 20 Xanax, please? Hey, Phil, I need a plan B.
I remember hearing the words, "Prove your loyalty to me, King." He grabbed me by the shoulders, pushed me to a girl that was on the couch.
The alleged
Did you hear what he said? He said he'll never forget the day that Diddy Glover said to him, "Prove your loyalty to me, King." And he pushed me on the couch to a woman that was on the couch. And this is what he's saying that was so fucking traumatizing. Now think about this, y'all. The boy was going to get all of Diddy's drugs, cleaning up all of the freak-off crime scenes and the King Hotel freak-off parties, per survival. You know what I'm saying? Don't you think that that was enough? He already proved that he was loyal to you already, dude. That's why I don't believe the story. Prove you're loyal to me, King. So what's going to prove to him that I'm loyal is for him to see me clap a woman's cheeks when I'm getting all the drugs for you. I'm doing all of this other dirty shit, but that ain't loyal enough. You see what I'm saying? That lie sounds motherfucking terrible. I'm driving up on the highway. I got a fucking trunk full of motherfucking Molly Percocets. You gotta represent. You gotta. I'm driving on the highway. I ain't proved to you I was loyal enough. Pure survival. I'm taking a risk, you know. But for you to feel like I'm loyal, that I gotta sleep with a woman, that don't sound right, sir. You know what it sound right better? Diddy Glover, freak off assistant, Pure Bible. If you would have said, when you said, "Did he touch me by the shoulder?" Pure Bible. And said, "Prove your loyalty to me, King." And then you said, "Okay, Daddy, what you want me to do?" "I want you to bend over and open that tasty cake." Pure survival. That's what it sounded like that dude told you to do. That's what he said, because you already proved your loyalty from the gangster shit you was doing for him. Pure survival. No, he wanted more. He wanted that, but he wanted to butter your goddamn biscuit. Pure survival. Butter knife, motherfucker, butter everywhere. More butter. You know what I'm
The
saying?
words, "Prove your loyalty to me, King." He grabbed me by the shoulders, pushed me to a girl that was on the couch.
The alleged parties.
He grabbed you by the shoulders and pushed you on that couch and bent you like a fucking a Mountain Dew can. Pure survival. That's what he did. He grabbed you by the shoulders and bent you like a goddamn Pepsi can.
Him various substances during those Wild King nights.
Phil, I need some Cialis. Can you give me 20 Xanax, please? Hey, Phil, I need a plan B.
I remember hearing the words, "Prove your loyalty to me, King." He grabbed me by the shoulders, pushed me to a girl that was on the couch.
The alleged parties similar to the infamous freak-offs detailed in the federal charges against the star, where women were allegedly forced to perform sexual acts with Combs and others, often under the influence of drugs.
In the moment, it just felt like, what? Like, is this a...
And he said, in the moment, Diddy said, "Prove you're loyal to me, King. Go over there and clap that girl cheeks." And he like, "What?" I mean, in the moment, I was, you know how many dudes, thirsty motherfuckers with a hauled ass, Diddy said, "Go ahead, you can hit any one of these models in this motherfucker room." Niggas with a hurry up and started getting naked. Hold on, Diddy. Oh, don't change your mind. Motherfuckers with a hauled ass. Look, Cassie's laying right there right now. "Prove your loyalty to me. Go over there and clap her cheeks." Motherfuckers would have been thinking their clothes on fast as a motherfucker. And he want us to believe that this is not what the fuck. Oh my God. That in the moment he was just so shocked. Pure survival. You got Janet Jackson laying over there at the freak off. "Prove your loyalty to me, King." Going over that motherfucker. Motherfuckers been over there getting naked. "I heard from a friend today, and she said you were in town. Suddenly the member." Motherfucker with a hauled ass over there. Do you? This shit is wild, guys. Let's get them likes up to 500. I'm sorry, this curly hair motherfucker, I just cannot feel sympathy for him. Pure Bible. The best thing he could have said, like I said, "I have a woman at home. She, you know, we do our thing. My woman, you know, she ain't nobody on this earth got what my woman got. Real. I'm very satisfied." And the dude will respect you in a minute. Nigga be like, "All right, I know that's right." They ain't gonna force you to have sex with a woman, especially if you happy at home.
Others, often under the influence of drugs.
In the moment, it just felt like, what? Like, is Is this fun for him? Is this a test?
Pines bringing a lawsuit to Combs back in December accusing him of sexual battery and harassment. Diddy has pleaded not guilty to all charges. His attorneys releasing a statement saying no matter how many lawsuits are filed, it won't change the fact that Mr. Combs has never sexually assaulted or sex trafficked anyone.
And he's still sticking with that story. Just like Diddy, you said that you never did nothing to Cassie. Then they dropped that motherfucker tape. Pure survival. And if y'all didn't know, they had a court hearing the other day where Diddy and his lawyers was trying to get the tapes. These tapes that was allegedly supposed to be consensual. Why is Diddy and his lawyer trying to get them motherfucking tapes bad as fuck? And the judge denied him for that. It's not looking good for Diddy. Like, I'm sorry. Like, he's going to have, all Diddy got to do, I know he telling on people. You know what I'm saying? I know that, in my opinion, pure survival. But just tell on more people, Diddy, because everybody else is telling on you. Salute to Elizabeth. Elizabeth hit that super chat again. Pure survival. Thank you, Elizabeth. But the judge denied Diddy of getting them freak off tapes because they're afraid that they're going to try to edit it to make it look like Cassie was supposed to, you know what I mean, was the remember they said Cassie was the head freak off vampire in the freak offs? That she wasn't forced. She was backing that motherfucker shit up. She was taking dinglings from the left to the right. Like, that she was loving it. That's what they said. Come to find out, them tapes, you know what I'm saying? That's some shit that the Diddy lawyer allegedly just put out there. Because they want them tapes. If you know that Cassie was backing that thing up and she didn't look like a victim in them tapes, why do Diddy and them want them tapes so bad? And the judge denied the shit. Pure survival, right here.
Of the videos, despite the options furnished by the government. So, Combs and his team, they don't get the tapes. And Judge Subramanian seems to be, calling out the defense a bit. Like, you really could have worked this out with the prosecutor.
Did you see that? Diddy just yesterday or the day before, they tried to get the freak off tapes and they were denied.
The defense's motion to amend the protective order, but without prejudice, meaning this issue could be revisited. So Subramanian's order reads, quote, while the government objects to handing the videos over, they provide several options for a defendant to consider that would permit the defense to view the videos, access the information they're looking for, and even allow them to manipulate the videos as they see fit. To the extent these options are insufficient, the defense may propose other options to the government.
You see that? They saying that Diddy and them want them tapes so they can manipulate the tapes. How do you manipulate what's already on video? You know what I'm saying? But it must be some type of shit that they can do. You know what I'm saying? And the judge like, no, we're not letting y'all go walk off with them tapes, per the Bible, and you give somebody some money and them tapes just all of a sudden disappear again. Look, they want to use AI, per the Bible. You know what I'm saying? The shit is crazy, guys. This is wild, man. But like I said, allegedly Diddy passed out shirtless and was rushed to the hospital. I told y'all from the beginning, I don't know if it's true or not. But do I put it past Diddy? No. This is not, he already was talking about like what New Year's that he wanted them to take him to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? And then to get hit with these new charges, I know me, I would have passed the fuck out the moment I heard it. I would still be in the hospital right now. The moment they took me to jail from being a billionaire to a jail cell, my whole time I would have been doing in the motherfucking hospital. Pure survival. I would have been in the hospital the whole fucking time. So
he confirmed Sean Diddy Combs was admitted in critical condition. His health is completely weakened. He doesn't eat, doesn't hydrate, and seems to have given up fighting. Now he faces the devastating effects of excessive drug use and overwhelming depression. How
see this?
One of music's biggest icons.
Now this is what they saying, that Diddy is overwhelmed. He's going through the depression, anxiety. You know what I'm saying? Depression, anxiety. And they're saying that he's not doing good, that the man was rushed to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? So what else am I supposed to do? During survival, I must react to y'all. Y'all saying that it's AI. To me, it looks just like Diddy Glover during survival. If this is AI, this motherfucker look like a twin during survival. And they saying the man was rushed to the hospital. So if this is an AI, they did a damn good job because it looked just like this motherfucker.
The prison infirmary confirmed Sean Diddy Combs was admitted in critical condition. His health is completely weakened. He doesn't eat, doesn't hydrate, and seems to have given up fighting. Now he faces the devastating effects of excessive drug use and overwhelming depression. How did one of music's biggest icons get to this point?
And we must ask ourselves, how did one of the biggest music motherfucking icons get in this situation during survival? You know what I'm saying? Like most of us, right? That wasn't in Diddy's position. Not a billionaire. You know what I mean? You got motherfuckers that's dollar-naires out this motherfucker. Have a baby by me, baby. Be a dollar-naire. If you had to go to jail and lose whatever you got going on right now, pure survival, you would be looking worse than this. Some of y'all motherfuckers would just pass the fuck out instantly, pure survival. Because I know I would. I know what it feel like to be in that motherfucker. That is a very rough goddamn stop to go from having everything, pure survival. And you know Diddy, he liked it to have boys, girls. You know what I'm saying? He had the best of both worlds, or whatever worlds that he wanted to have during survival. You know what I'm saying? But I'm used to laying with my woman at night. So just not for my woman to hold me, to spoon me, and me spooning her during survival. If I had to wake up in jail and I got to smell my cellmate fart all night long during survival, do you understand how awful it is? When your cellmate fart and you in the cell, you at the top bunk and you just smell his fart just rising up to the air. And you just like, oh my God, how did I get in this motherfucker where I'm just living, I'm smelling my cellmate fart. You got to put a sheet up in the motherfucker, taking a doodle while you sitting there in the same fucking cell. He went from mansions, he went from luxury to now having, well, I know that allegedly they said he used to record people while they were in the bathroom, pure survival. So he probably looked on camera and was enjoying people taking doo-doos. Talking about, ooh, I like that, daddy. The way that poop hit that motherfucker water and smacked that ass, ooh, I like that, daddy. But the fact that you got to be in the cell with a grown man and smelling a grown man's fart at night, I'm telling you guys, it is horrible. During survival, it is horrible. You got dudes, you gotta leave your girl, you motherfuckers. That's why dudes be sick in prison. I'm talking about ladies, dudes that talk all kinds of shit to you when he home. I don't give a fuck, I'm going out with my motherfucker homies, goddammit. You know what I'm saying? Stop calling my motherfucker phone. Soon as they get locked up, baby, I want to get married. I want to marry you. You be like, well, you ain't want to marry me when you was out here, Raheem. When you was running around with your motherfucking friends, you didn't want to marry me. But, girl, listen, I want to marry you, goddammit. I'm sorry, like a motherfucker. Motherfucker be begging you, come on, baby, please marry me. Because they scared as a motherfucker. They're like, look, I'm behind this glass. I'm behind this wall. You ain't afraid of me no motherfucker more. You know what I'm saying? And then the nicest motherfucker, you know what I mean, just saying all this nice shit to you while you lock the fuck up. Yeah, that nice motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Girl, I just want to tell you that you're so beautiful. You know, and you shouldn't be home alone like Macaulay Culkin. You know what I mean? Then the woman, look, I got to be strong. Even though he treated me like shit, put his hands on me, constantly cheated on me. You know what? Fuck all that. I'm going out with him tonight. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you. So you don't want to put yourself in that situation. Yeah, I'm talking about pure survival. Shout out to everybody, man, that was in the building that hit that super chat. My Instagram, Jamil Peterson, Mr. I Am Comedy. Like and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, yeah, I said Jamil Peterson, Mr. I Am Comedy. My Instagram. Follow me and I'll follow you back. Like I said, Diddy is allegedly was rushed to the hospital. If that's AI, I don't know. Look just like the motherfucker, pure survival. And if I was Diddy, I would be rushed to the hospital right now after listening to this new secret indictment, this new superseding indictment. Rush me to the hospital. Pure survival.